You reach a 2-bolt anchor that only has narrow links that are too squeezed to accept a bite of rope. How do you transition from climbing to lowering safely? Hi there, I'm Jason. This is the last video in our series on going from climbing to lowering safely on 2-bolt anchors, while always having a primary and backup safety system throughout the process. Today, we're talking about reaching an anchor with only tight links, so you need to thread a single strand of your rope rather than a bight. First, if I'm up to clean a top rope anchor, I take my runner or lanyard above the lowest length. However, this time I add in another tether to the other bolt from my belay loop. This is my redundant system. Now I ask for slack and take a bight of rope and make a figure 8 on a bight, clipping to my belay loop. So remember, we go over all the way around. In this circumstance, this is only to maintain control of the rope, so you can use a different knot. But in the next scenario, this knot will be a life-sustaining backup, so I just make it a habit of always using a secure figure 8 on a bight. Now, I untie from my figure 8 retrace and thread the end through the links on both bolts. Yeah, good to go. Now we gotta re-tie in, so you measure it out just like you would. Yep. So how much rope do you need to make your figure 8? Measure it out. There you go. I can tie back into my harness. There you go. Now that you've got your starter knot, it can feel a little bit more like how you normally tied it. So we go up through the bottom.
Wait, this has to go under, right?
Yeah, under your tether. Yes. I can now take apart the top rope anchor.
One end.
We're going to clip that to our gear loop. Once that's done, I undo the figure 8 on a bight and call to my belayer to take. Again, having the rope take my weight over my tethers tells me I'm safely on belay. I come off both tethers and ask to be lowered.
Lower.
Down we go. Now let's talk about being at the top, not to clean an anchor. I'm simply going up on lead and then want to be lowered down. We clip a draw like usual.
Take.
And then as before, we clip in directly with 2 systems, making us redundant.
Slack.
Again, we tie a figure 8 on a bight below us. Yes, to not use the rope when we untie at our harness, but also this is now a catastrophe backup. The reason is that because I didn't come up on top rope, I have quick draws clipped below me. Should the anchor fail, I will fall onto the bolt that is just below. So now we can untie our figure 8 retrace and can undo the quick draw as it's no longer supporting us. Run the end of the rope through the hardware and retie in. Undo the figure 8 on a bight and ask to take.
Take.
That pull on the rope, taking my weight, means I can unclip my 2 tethers and ask to be lowered.
Lower.
So that's the end of our series on 2-bolt anchor transitions from going up to going down. This is where most accidents happen sport climbing, so knowing these systems will help keep you safe. Check out the other 3 videos if you missed any of them. The links are in the description. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. And you can check out our website at shortguysbetaworks.com to find gear lists, all of our videos, and additional thoughts and information. Do you ever use the bite method from our previous video, or have you always used this one strand method like today? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.